I don't think we should rest people. I've been consistent here.
You don't think we should rest people?
I think you lot are missing the point.
No, I don't think we should rest as many as you guys are saying. You guys are saying no Saliba, no Timber.
Liverpool's lineup against PSV, right? Liverpool's lineup against PSV.
Why are we talking about Liverpool? We're Arsenal Football Club.
Because you said no manager would ever do that.
You said no manager would ever do it.
Go on, Christian.
Would ever do what? You're talking about the final game of the group stage.
I think Lee. I think you're arguing a point that's crazy. Arteta rotated
Bradley, Kwanzaa, Robertson, Tsimikas, Elliott, Endo, McConnell, Chiesa, Dens, Gakpo, Kellner.
Yeah, 3 starters.
Bradley at right back.
Same as us. Look at this.
Robbo was at centre half, by the way.
Nine changes, and you're saying
left wing.
Zinchenko
played in midfield. Yeah, he's never played in midfield for us before. Kieran Tierney started left wing. Raheem Sterling.
Salah weren't in the squad. Yeah, Declan Rice started in the 2-2. By the way,
this is the game you asked about. Second game versus PSV. Look at how weak this team is. And you are still saying make it weaker. Get Gabriel out.
Well, Miles Lewis-Skelly, you're starting against Real Madrid. Am I lying? Miles Lewis-Skelly, you're starting against Madrid. Yes or no?
Bro, that's irrelevant. I'm talking.
No, it's not. Answer the question. Yes or no? David Raya starting. Gabriel starting. Well, he can't now because he's injured because this man just killed him off. Skelly would be starting. So there's 3. Declan Rice scored. There's 4. Mikel Merino starting. There's 5. That's half the fucking team, bruv.
Okay, so you're saying Kieran Tierney at left back would start versus Madrid. Raheem Sterling would start versus Madrid.
Kieran Tierney is still our best left back, but that's another story. And I know Kevin
would start as well. Come on, bro, just take the L. Just take the L and move on. Just take the L and move on, bro.
Declan Rice, Skelly, Gabriel, Raya, Marino. They all start for us every week.
They don't start for us every week. They start because of necessity. The fact that Mikel Merino is now a starting striker for you guys, give some respect to Mikel Arteta for finding a solution out of nowhere.
He's doing better than Kai at 29, isn't he? 5 and 8.
Give some respect to the manager. And honestly,
if the manager had signed the right striker in the summer, we would not have had to been given respect.
You want to know something? Call me crazy. If Ben White and Timber are fit, I play them versus Everton to give them to give them some match fitness. You don't want these guys. You don't want these. You don't want their first game.
Dan, let him keep doing this, bro. Because next season, I don't want to hear no excuses when we have more injuries than we've had this season for key players. Yeah, because by playing and rushing these players back for this Madrid game, it's not a final. It's a quarter final, by the way. And by the way, very quickly.
Bro, if I'm not mistaken, Man City won a treble with less players than what we currently have.
Man City have got a world-class manager, mate.
I think Mikel Arteta's up there as one of the best players. You guys laugh.
I love Miguel so much, man. I absolutely love Miguel.
Christian, you agree with me, if I'm not mistaken. What does Arteta have to do to prove that he's among some of the best?
Actually start winning major honours, mate, like the rest of them have. Do you know the only manager in the Champions League who ain't won a league title is Arteta?
That's the final touch.
He's a very, very good manager. He's still got a lot to prove, don't get me wrong, and a lot to do. But in terms of how he's built this squad, in terms of where he's taken us from and to, I got a lot of.
He took us from 1.2 points off third in the Europa League final to 8th twice. No, and that was the pits of hell. He's back to second.
Hold on. He started with a squad of clowns that we all didn't like.
Okay, cool. Let's go through the squad of clowns then, Christian.
Cool. Let me finish.
Emi Martinez or David Raya.
One sec. He's there. A squad of clowns that none of us liked. I didn't enjoy.
Doesn't matter if you liked them. It's personal preference. Did they win? Yeah, no.
Hold on. Let me finish. I didn't enjoy going to the Emirates. I didn't love the team I was watching. I didn't love any of those players.
You didn't love Ozil.
And I enjoy the football I'm watching. I love the team.
So it's a personal preference. It's aesthetics, Christian. This is my point. So you're telling me that David Raya is a better goalkeeper. Nobody cares about the points. We won nothing, Christian. Come on.
No, but then why'd you bring it up for Liverpool?
I'm talking about what we've won. I'm talking about what Mikel Arteta has done in terms of where he's taken us from and to. The level he's taken us from, we were in the absolute mud, to where he's taken us to. We don't lose it. When was the last time we lost against a big team?
Nobody cares. When was the last time we beat Fulham?
When was the last
yesterday. Once in 4.
Yeah, but okay, I understand your arguments. Yeah, if the argument is we haven't won anything, of course the argument exists. I'm just arguing about why I like him and why I have respect for what he's done.
Would you take any of our strikers over Aubameyang and Lacazette?
Team that is challenging. Okay,
but I wouldn't take any of those defenders or midfielders from back then.
Well, the defenders won us a trophy, multiple trophies. Would you take Odegaard or Ozil? Ozil, thank you very much. Would you take Granit Xhaka in the 8 or Declan Rice in the 8?
I wouldn't take the Xhaka that was.
No. We're talking about the Xhaka that we all got gassed up about.
Declan Rice a better player than
the Xhaka that Mikel Arteta turned him into. Yeah, when Arteta came in, everyone hated Xhaka. Xhaka was shit.
Fez, I agree.
Xhaka was one of the worst players in the team.
Okay.
When Xhaka left, he was one of our favourite players.
Fez, okay, hold on. So, would you take his rage quit again? This guy.
He just texted saying he had to go. He did
right.
say.
Would you take then? Yeah, right. William Saliba over Kolasinac at centre back, Callum Chambers at centre back, Rob Holding at centre back. Yeah, who else do we have? Mustafi at centre back, David Luiz at centre back. Would you take Saliba that we loaned out under this manager over any of them defenders?
I'll take Saliba over all of those defenders.
Thank you. So there's one fuck up he's done straight away because he played all of them over him and loaned him out.
4 years ago, yeah? The guy was, what was he, 19? You think he was ready to come in and start for Arsenal at that age?
Yeah, he was. That's why we bought him.
You don't know that.
Well, I do, because Fofana was playing with him at St Etienne. Fofana was getting gig at Leicester every week.
Yeah, St Etienne, yeah, in France. Yeah, it's not the Premier League week in, week out playing at the top level. The guy
it's not the top level, bruv. Okay, let me ask you a question very quickly, because you just said the Premier League's the top level. Now I'm going to shut up and let everyone else talk because I spoke too much here. Real talk, yeah? You just said playing in the Premier League, the top level. So on that premise, you put the Premier League above La Liga, yeah? If
you're about to argue that it's not the best league in the world.
No, it's not the best league in the world. And I watch La Liga every week, mate. Right? It's clear.
Your ball knowledge is awful. You think Harvey Elliott's a better player than Odegaard?
Yeah. Yeah. Put your medals on the table. Show me a weak foot. Show me a first touch. Show me big moments, scoring crucial goals at big moments to step up to win your club football matches. Harvey Elliott's done that. Odegaard's never. My point. Anyway, my point is, so if we play PSG right now, do you think we're beating them? Because that league's shit, right?
We've got a good chance. Beat them already this season too now.
Yeah. Earlier in the season.
They didn't have Kvaratskhelia, 2 quality players. It'll be a closer game. I don't think it'll be a foregone conclusion. I think it'll be a good tie.
Okay, and do you think we're beating Real Madrid over 2 legs? Because that's obviously a shit league compared to the Prem. It's worst league.
Probably not. I don't think we're better.
So Real Madrid, who have spent less than us in 12 years, with a mad injury record, by the way. 4 of their back 5, including goalkeeper, are out injured currently. Danny Ceballos, one of their best midfielders, is out injured this season right now. So that's a starter for them. Yeah, Mendy's a starter for them. Yeah, Militao's a starter for them. Carvajal's a starter for them. And Courtois a starter for them. Are all out.
What about last night? Yeah, they conceded 4 goals to Real Sociedad.
Yeah, and guess what? Who's in the final?
What? We can't score goals against them. We've got a chance.
Please, Dan, do this show on the 16th or 17th of April, please. Yeah.
They conceded 4 goals to Real Sociedad.
Christian, respectfully, yeah. Leganes scored twice against him at the weekend. I watched it. Yeah, Leganes are 19th in the league, mate. Right? So that's 6 goals they've conceded in the last 2 home games, yeah?
Yeah.
5-time Champions League winner Vasquez was getting booed all the way through the game yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that Sasaka booing him. Yeah, oh, how toxic. Accountability worked. They won. When they were losing the game, yeah, Vinny Jr. went into fucking retard mode and just went ham, bruv. He was crap before that. Chat my line. Yeah. So they've conceded 6 goals to Real Sociedad, who are shit, and Leganes, who are 19th. No reason why we can't go to the Bernabeu and score at least 2 or 3 goals then. Thank you very much. I'm going for a piss.
That's a nice segue, man, to talk about Real Madrid, because I know that we've got to look at Everton. Let me come to Kenny, then I'm going to bring Matty in. Kenny, talk to me. Real Madrid home and away. I didn't think we had much of a chance with Saka and Gabriel fit and Timber. Looks like they might not be 100% fit now. I still don't feel confident. And if I'm honest with you, I feel less confident. We've got a chance because it's knockout football. But how are you feeling now? Quietly confident, not confident? What are you saying?
Look, one thing I'm confident about is that Real Madrid are going to play Champions League Real Madrid. They're not going to be, playing emotionally and playing on the front foot like they did in their last 2 league games, because they will concede goals. One thing about our team, everyone knows my feelings on the manager. I think he shouldn't be here. I think he's had his 6 years and his time is up. One thing I will say is that in this competition, and even in our competition in the Premier League, one thing teams have done is when they underestimate us and they try to play expansively, we'll kill them. Real Madrid would know this. Even with the team that we have that is not as strong as it was last season, they're not going to be that stupid to play that way, to play the way they did yesterday. So I'm expecting Real Madrid to play 2 banks or 4, play like they did in the Champions League final in 22 and 24, and just manage the game and then wait till I get to the Bernabeu. And that's where I have my reservations about playing Bukayo Saka, because of the fact that there's going to be a lot of work that Bukayo Saka's going to be required to do, that we're going to need him for. We can't carry players. We can't just say, oh yeah, he's there drawing the crown. No. There's times when Bukayo Saka's going to have to do his defensive duty. He's going to have to double up on Vinny Jr. And then when Jr. goes walkies and Mbappe gets noticed, he's got to do Mbappe, and sometimes it's going to be Jude Bellingham. I want horse for courses. I want 10 outfield players are fully fit. I can't risk Saka in that game. That's why I can understand the temptation to do that, but Real Madrid will definitely come out more in the second leg they were in the first leg. That's why I do think that even without 14, it would have been a big ask. But saying it now, I think we're going to need to take something Real Madrid. A 2-goal lead will give me some hope and give me a little bit of confidence. But a score draw, it's a case of riding our luck. Can we defend? Can we nick one? A 0-0, like it's basically like a 90-minute game in a return leg. But I really would like to take something to the Bernabeu. If we don't take something to the Bernabeu, then I'm going to have to make Real Madrid the hottest favourites.